first question is, has there been a lot of judgment about you being so young? And honestly, this entire thing hasn't really even reminded me of the fact that I am so young because of how, like, supportive everybody's been. But I think the only thing that reminds me, wow, I'm really young, is that, is when I told my directors at my work. I work at a daycare, and, so when I told my directors, they were kind of a little shocked and kind of stunned. They didn't necessarily judge me in any way. They were just like, we'll be here for you. We'll take your baby in when you have them. And that's pretty much the only type of judgment. I do get looks from people, like, that just see me, because I do have a bump now, so people will see me and they'll kind of be like, she looks a little bit young to be having a baby, and that, and like people at my work too, they all talk, and they're all moms, so it's all kind of just like those worried mothers that are like, wow, she's so young, she's having a kid. It's like, okay, but as far as judgment goes, it hasn't really been bad. It's actually, a lot of people are really supportive. A lot of people have been messaging me saying, if you need anything, let me know. And a lot of people are trying to be my friend now, which is super weird. Like, I'm not used to being, like, popular, if that's what you'd call it. But, like, a lot of people are liking my Instagram posts. A lot of people are trying to follow me, and a lot of people are, like, commenting on my posts. I got, like, over 50 comments on my post, and I don't even have that many followers on my Instagram. So I was really confused. But, yeah, so as far as judgment goes, it's really only been good judgment. How is TJ doing with all of this? TJ's so excited. I'll get into how he found out in just a minute, but he's super excited, just like me. We're both pumped, and I just can't wait. Is baby shopping the most exciting thing or what? So we haven't done much baby shopping because this week, as I'm filming this video right now, I am 14 weeks and a couple days. Every Wednesday I add a week, and I'm filming this on a Saturday. So on this next coming Wednesday, I'll be 15 weeks, which is just barely going into the second trimester, so I'm not far at all. We don't know the gender yet. There's no gender specific thing that I want. Actually no, that's a lie. I kind of want a boy. TJ wants a girl. My entire family wants a girl. So we'll just have to see. What most excites you about being a mom? I've always talked about this, but I think the most exciting thing for me is that I get to be with the love of my life and my best friend on the planet Earth, and I get to make my own human that is half my DNA and half of his. And for those of you that know about me and TJ, we've been in love with each other for who knows how long. And I know that's weird to say in love because I am still in high school, but like, that's how I feel. I honestly think that he's the love of my life, and I can't wait to have a baby that is half me, half him. Like, I just think that's the most perfect human, and I'm gonna love him more than anything on the planet, and I'm just so excited for all of this. And being a mom is such an emotional thing because there's like no greater connection between like parents and their babies. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just so excited. What foods do you crave? So I love talking about this. So far I've been craving like 3 main things. Like 3 things that I go back to all the time are hot dogs with lots of ketchup and mustard, as gross as that sounds, pickles, and spaghetti. I've always liked spaghetti, but I really crave it now too. Those are like 3 foods that I constantly go back to as far as cravings. I'll randomly crave other foods too that I'll see, and it'll get to the point where I actually am like, okay, nothing else sounds good, I need to eat that right now, and I'll just keep looking back to that food without even noticing. It's so funny. It's like my body's like, nope, you're not gonna eat anything else except for that. And it's really difficult to deal with that, especially if it's not like a healthy food, which I don't crave a lot. So another question is, how did you find out you were pregnant, and how did you tell your families? So I had been sick for a couple weeks, so everybody honestly thought that I was pregnant. They made jokes about it, and they were just like, Kennedy, watch, you're gonna be pregnant. Because I had been nauseous for weeks. I hadn't actually puked, but I just was feeling so sick, like nauseous sick for weeks. And it was always when I woke up in the morning too. So one morning I woke up and I texted my mom and was like, Mom, I'm so sick today, I can't even handle it. What do you think I should do? And she goes, go to the store, get pregnancy tests, take them, and if you're not pregnant, then you need to go to a doctor and figure out what's wrong. So I did what she said. I wasn't thinking much of it. I was like, okay, I'm just going to take these and then call a doctor. So I take the pregnancy test and I put them back in the box and I go do something. And I go up to TJ and I'm like, okay, I just took them. Let's go look at the results. And he goes, I already did. And I was like, you what? And he goes, I already looked at the test. And I was like, well, what did it say? Like, why are you sitting here? Why didn't you say anything? He's like, just go look at it. And I was like, what? So I go in the bathroom and I look and it says pregnant and everything just stops. And I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Being 17, it's really exciting no matter how old you are. But with me being 17, my first initial feeling was fear. Because I was just so scared. I was like, I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have to push a giant baby out of my... Anyway, I was just really scared, and I talked to him about it, and he was like, it's okay. I'm scared too. He was just scared about telling people. That's how TJ was at first. We were both just scared to get everybody told. But once we told everybody, like we texted our family and they all just were like, I knew it. It's okay. We're going to be here for you. And ever since then, my family's actually been a lot closer. We're all going to go to Hawaii together in August, and like we've just been a lot closer lately, and it's actually really awesome. And I think it's because of me having a baby. Like everybody's like, oh, I want to be a part of this. This is so exciting. And so my family's been a lot closer, and they all reacted great. And so did TJ's side of the family that we talked to. They're all super excited too. Everybody's just excited. Nobody's really like had any bad things to say about it. So that's what's really awesome about this entire thing. Do you have any names picked out if it's a boy or a girl? So we have 2 names for a boy, and we have 2 names for a girl, but we have only 1 name picked out for this baby because for our first baby girl, we've already decided that the name is going to be Rue Ivy Bishop. And if it's a boy, there's August Reed Bishop or Kian James Bishop. And there's personal meanings behind all those names. If you guys are like really excited to know about them, then I'll talk to TJ, see if we can share them. But as of right now, I'm not going to share the meanings behind those names. But those are the names we have picked out for boys and girls. So what are your favorite and least favorite things about being pregnant so far? So I think my favorite thing is my bump. I'll show you guys in a minute. But my bump like makes me so happy. I absolutely love it, and it's so cute and tiny right now. I'll show you guys a picture. But this is from last week, and then I'll show you guys my bump at the end of this video. But here is a picture as of last week of my bump. Those who follow one of my Instagram accounts would have seen this. Wow, my camera just will not focus. Anyway, so that's what my bump looks like. I'll show you guys a live one so that it's a lot easier to see. But my bump is my favorite thing about being pregnant so far, and the fact that she or he is growing inside me. It's just so crazy, and I am so excited. My least favorite things about being pregnant is obviously the morning sickness, which isn't actually true. It's not just morning. You can get sick anytime throughout the day, and it could literally be from any food, so you have to be really careful about what you eat. And you have to make sure you're drinking lots of water. So I pretty much have a giant cup of water with me everywhere I go. I bring water bottles with me to every place I go to. I will literally, even if I'm going to like fill up my car, I bring water with me because I just need water constantly. It like solves everything. Every problem I've ever had involving my pregnancy could be solved with water. So yeah, just my least favorite thing is just being sick constantly, and just the puking is annoying, and obviously that's going to be everybody's least favorite part, but besides that, everything else has been great. I don't mind getting the cramps because I just know that there's a baby growing in there, so my body's going to do whack things, which actually, the fact that my body is doing wacko things right now kind of goes with the next question. So random things you're finding out that you didn't know before about pregnancy. One of the things that I've kind of talk to my mom about is like the really weird symptoms that nobody really talks about, and like it's not like they're not like common symptoms, but they're not like, it's not like, oh my gosh, you need to go to the hospital, because you shouldn't be having these types of symptoms. So I just have really dry skin all the time now, which is super weird because, like I said, I'm drinking water constantly, and I always put lotion on like right after I get out of the shower, and it doesn't help that it's summer, but my skin is constantly dry. Like I'll have like, you know how when you get a sunburn and it like peels? I'll randomly have spots of that on my body, and it's super strange and very weird looking, and I'll get random red bumps and like itchiness and like acne, and it's not fun. But for the most part, my pregnancy has been great. I haven't even been too sick actually, because I've been able to control my diet pretty well, and I've been able to figure out what foods make me sick and what foods help me. That is all the questions. Before I close out the video, I wanted to talk about a few things that I didn't mention because they weren't really asked. So, as far as like what I do differently, I think somebody did ask me this, but I couldn't find what post they commented that on, because actually a lot of questions were asked on different posts, which was really frustrating and hard to figure out. But I think somebody did ask me like what things are different about my life now that I'm pregnant. So I'm just kind of gonna talk about a couple different things that I've had to do from being pregnant to where like it was like before. So in the morning, before I even get out of bed, I eat crackers. I have crackers, saltine crackers next on my, I cannot talk. I keep crackers next to mine and TJ's bedside table, and right when I wake up in the morning, if he sees me awake, he usually wakes up before me, but if he sees me awake, he grabs them, hands them to me, and I eat a bunch of crackers before I even get out of bed, which is really frustrating because I get crumbs everywhere, but like it's the only way I won't puke later on in the morning. I figured out that that's the only way I won't puke, and that way was actually taught to me by my mom because my mom got really sick during her pregnancies. So I have to do that every morning, so I actually take a while to get up in the morning, and it's not just because I'm one of those people, which I am, but I have to eat crackers before I get out of bed. So I kind of, if I have to wake up and do something in the morning, I'll have to wake up a lot, like a couple hours before, so that I can actually officially take my time to get ready. Because I take so long to get out of bed. Another thing about being pregnant, I can't do anything like exotic. Like we have a boat and I can't go on the tube. I can't ski or wakeboard or do any of that. I kind of have to just sit on the boat, which is fine. I can't like jump in the water. I mean, I could, but I just don't want to risk any of that. So I can't jump in the water. If I want to swim, I either have to walk in or just slowly go in off the dock, or off of our ladder on our boat. So those are different now. I've just noticed that I don't hang out with people as much as I would plan to because I can't do those things, because everybody always wants to go do these fun things, and it's kind of like I can't exactly do it, but I don't want to stop you from doing it, so you go do it and I'll just stay home. So that's different now. When the fair rolls around in August in our town, I'm not going to be able to go on any roller coasters. I'll probably just pet animals and eat lots of food because I love food. We're going to Hawaii, and I just have to be really careful on the flight. Blood's more likely to clot when I'm up in the air with being pregnant too. So I kind of have to just get up and move around a lot. I have to go to the bathroom all the time already, so I'm going to be doing that when I go to Hawaii. So that's different. My pants are starting to get uncomfortable, like my jeans. I've been really comfortable in like leggings and workout clothes, and I always wear TJ's shirts because they're really big, and it's not as much about hiding my bump, but sometimes tight shirts just get really annoying. Honestly, for Hawaii, you're gonna be catching me wearing crop tops and like skirts or like dresses because I don't want to wear pants. I hate them so much right now. But those are the things that are different about my life as of right now. So yeah, I'll show you guys my bump and then we'll just head on out. But here's my bump. So my stomach already kind of stuck out a little, but you can kind of see it right now. This is like the bump with like my shirt, and then I'll show you guys with like my shirt up, and then I'll pull my leggings up a little so you can kind of have like a better view. But this is kind of my little bump right now. And I did purchase like a extra long like belly ring When I looked on Amazon, they called them pregnancy belly rings, so that's what I purchased on Amazon for like $5. So yeah, but that's all I have for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know you guys have been really excited to see this, and I was so excited to film it. Sorry if it's all like jumbled. I definitely have pregnancy brain, and I have like so many things I want to get out at once, so it's like my talking probably doesn't make sense all the time, but just bear with me. As usual, please like and subscribe. Comment down below video requests. I can definitely do more pregnancy related videos, as that's going to be like the main focus of my life right now. But I'm definitely going to be doing more videos because I just love talking in front of the camera to you guys and about everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.